waiting a minute or two because there's a few people who told us they were coming, they ain't here yet. And I will say that my phone's been ringing a lot the last day or two with people who are ill. Apparently there's all kinds of heathen illnesses going around the Hastings area, so thank you all for coming out tonight.
There's some
Thank you
seats
very
there,
much.
and there's
And we'll get
programs
started
on
in
the
just a minute.
seats. So just wander in and find a cozy spot to sit. Thank you and welcome.
The front? Or the front or the back?
Sit on the here.
Sit over here. But I can't take the shot.
There you go. There's an extra one here for you.
Right away.
I guess before we start, I'll introduce myself. My name's Stu Budgel. I would also like to thank Judy Best, you can stand up, where's she at? Grace Budgel, and Reverend Bryce Sangster. They are the wardens and the priest here at St. George's, and I want to thank them for all their time and effort as well. When Grace and I arrived here 10 years ago, as Phyllis and Margaret will attest, there were a lot of turnover amongst the congregation, I guess I should say. A lot of people passed. Happily now, 10 years later, we're back on our feet. Things are going well. Everything's all about saving this beautiful old building and keeping it running. The ceiling was, story has it, back in, I think it was 1910, Grace, 1909? Something like that. It was put in by a boat builder. All individual pieces put in by hand. Our stained glass, which unfortunately is hard to see from inside, beautiful, and if you were to come by at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning, on a sunny day, the stained glass here is amazing. It's all from McCausland & Company, which is one of the elite stained glass makers in the world, out of Toronto, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So, thank you and welcome for coming out. There are snacks and coffee and everything downstairs for after we're finished. There's a free will offering at the back. Yes? If I want to be laughed at, I can stay home and talk to you. Anyway, there's a free will offering at the back, if you'd like. It's totally your choice. I'll introduce the people up front here now. Karen Laughlin is our new organist, music director. We're so excited that she answered our call for help, and is a wonderful addition to our parish. Larry Ricciardelli, the local author, and it's going to be one of our soloists. And Irene Fulton, singing tonight and helping out as well. It's a because we're here from so many different denominations or religions, I thought we would make it a non-denominational night. But I would like to ask, if you could please, if everybody could stand for a moment of silence so we think about peace in our world and all the insanity that's going on now, and pray for peace in the world in your own way. Amen.
Amen.
So the way the little sheets are done up here is some of the songs are in the hymnal and some of them are on the little handouts that I've got. For each of our hymns, I've done a little research, a little bit of a background on the songs that we're going to be singing. The opening hymn tonight is number 18 in the hymnal. It's "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" was originally titled "Venite Adoremus," When it was written in Latin for the Roman Catholic Church in Ireland in the early 1700s. It was written by an unknown writer, and it was known in England as the Portuguese hymn because it was sung in the Catholic Portuguese embassy, and that would be the first time that it was written. It was translated into English in 1841, and it was actually the song that the Germans and British soldiers sang to start the World War I Christmas truce. People think that was Silent Night, but it wasn't. It was "Oh Come All You Faithful." So, if you could please, Karen? Larry, is there music still going on over there? Yes. I think we will have to. Yeah, good here. Just turn the sound off on that. We can stand or sit as you wish, whatever you're most comfortable with. Now that young Uncle Larry there has killed the music for us. Nice and loud, number 118. "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
Come
next to be hymn number 126, Away in a Manger. Away in a Manger was falsely thought to have been written by Martin Luther. This rumor was spread by a music publisher back in the mid-1800s to try and boost sales. It was actually written in the mid-1800s by an unknown American, but the publishing made it popular worldwide. Once again, number 126, Away in a Manger. Now, Deck the Halls was a 17th century Welsh drinking song, originally for New Year's Eve. In fact, the fa-la-la-la-la parts of it were left into the tune because often the musicians were too impaired to. So that's how we got the fa-la-las.
They were falling off their whatever.
I could make a loop joke at this point. But Deck the Halls, please. Solo. Yeah. White Christmas. Christmas. The classic written by Irving Berlin. Everybody knows it from the movie Holiday Inn.
Gary Bain, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you don't have words in your handout. I have them here on my phone. Now, there are two verses. I'll sing the first two by myself, and then we will repeat them. So if you, I think we all know the words to this one pretty much. So if you would like to chime in again the second time around, I shall give you a little signal. Okay, here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. One more time, sing. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, may all your Christmases be white.
The next song in your handout is called Mary's Boy Child. It was a 1956 Christmas song which was first recorded by Harry Belafonte. It's been recorded many times, but it's most well known by the 1978 version by Boney M. Until Larry actually explained it to me, I had no idea what the song was. You also can hear it. So, Mary's Boy Child, please.
Christmas Day,
Well, I'm blaming Dr. Gould, because I just printed this straight off my sheet. Where we are, was that where you are? Irene, where are you at?
I'm at, for a moment, the world
World
was
was
aglow.
aglow. Yeah. And the bells all running out.
Okay, I have different lyrics.
Ah.
We get caught. I'll just play it.
Sure, we're all good. I'm just Now we go back to old fashioned. Enough of that modern stuff. Okay, 138 year hymnal, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. The song was written by Charles Wesley in 1739 as a gift to God after his conversion. The tune was added by Mendelssohn in 1840. So it's Hark the Herald Angels Sing, number 138, please.
Angels sing.
The First Noel. It was a song of Cornish origin. It was a 14th century folk tune, thought to have been from a traveling religious play. It was written down and translated into English in 1823. The First Noel.
And you want to go 6 verses?
Four. Do I hear four? Four. Sold.
I might want to say 5 is still.
You just want a better word. you local folks?
We have Larry singing tonight, but at this time of year, we can't call him Larry. There's no L, so it's Harry.
Okay, Harry, go out. One thing I wanted to mention about Reverend Bryce and the congregation here at St. George's is something we're famous for, is every Sunday service is very much like a Saturday Night Live skit. You usually assume that the unique is indeed going to happen. So, I'm going to introduce Karen now. We are so pleased and excited to have her on board at St. George's. She'll be playing a solo of a song called Candlelight.
It's a well-known carol by John Rudder that I really, really like, and it's usually a choral number. And so I'm using it as a beginning song for me, because I'm just really learning about the organ. So I hope you enjoy the beautiful
in the version of In the Bleak Midwinter. It's from 1872. It's originally a poem by English author Christina Rosette. It was set to music by Gustav Holst. Many believe, according to Dr. Google, that this is one of the greatest carols of all time. So, are you going to do a verse and then lead us, or are you going to lead?
Okay. Yes, no, please.
Thank you, Ira. Back to the traditionals. Joy to the World, number 154 in the hymnal, was written in 1719 by an English minister, Isaac Watts. It's a loose English translation of Psalm 95, and the music was added in 1836. Joy to the World.
Receive
a very well-known Rodgers and Hammerstein musical from The Sounds of Music. Called The Sounds of Music. It's in the handout, and it's, there you go.
So I have like 8 bars of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 each. That tempo for your now.
We have to roll.
That's good.
Talk about dancing. Wonderful Margaret Bob, who was supposed to be here to lead us into I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, is ill. How many know that song? Get up here and lead it there. Well, then sing it nice and loud so we can follow along. All right, well, this is enough to do it, but we can go along. Now, the hippopotamus song. Do we have a consensus?
Do a bunch?
I see that. You guys want to come up and lead? Grace? Well, let me give you the background on this song. It's called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. It's actually based on a 12th century Gregorian chant that was from Outer Mongolia and was lost to history, and then somebody just rewrote another song about a hippopotamus in the 1970s, I would guess. Phyllis, you were very concerned. I just made all that up.
karaoke, and she can carry anything, right? She's amazing. And I don't have the tune. I know the tunes are in my head. I have the chords and I have the words. But it'd be really nice if someone really knew the tune.
Well,
Or a bunch of you could
Helen knows
help
the
me
tune.
out.
Don't you, Helen? You know the tune?
What is she going to do?
Well, she's gonna follow you while you sing it. Try.
But I don't have notes on the page. I only have what I know in my head.
Well,
Try it and see.
Irene's gonna give it a go.
Start with the note.
It's pretty close.
All right. Go ahead, Irene.
I don't know it.
You don't know it?
I'm listening to Karen and see if I know it.
I don't want to go, no dinky dinky toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Don't Santa Claus will mind you. You won't have to start dirty chimney flue. I could just sing a mantra. Where are you? We'll blame this on COVID. We'll blame it on somebody being late. Because when we rehearsed it, this song was written in the 70s by somebody who also was taking illicit substances. We did it. All right. 145 in the hymnal. What we know. Good King Wenceslas. He was a 10th century Christian prince who was murdered by his pagan mother. He became a saint because of his kindness towards the poor. His oral tradition and poems were put to music by John Mason Neal in the mid-1800s. Good King Wenceslas, 145.
And what do you think men and ladies persons? They don't know. How does men feel about that?
I'm gonna do,
No?
listen,
Okay, 5 verses.
5
5 verses.
Ah.
Cecile Frances Alexander, the wife of a Church of Ireland member. It was published in 1848 and put to music in 1860. Once again, once in Royal David City. Irene now is going to lead us in the song "'Twas the Moon of Wintertime." It's in your hymnal number 146. It's probably the earliest Christmas carol written in North America. Jean de Brébeuf wrote it in 1642. It's also known as the Huron carol, and the melody is from an old French folk song. Irene will sing a verse in Wendat, which I guess is a native language. And then we'll all join in together after she sings her verse. And I guess we'll all start at the first verse after you sing your verse?
Yes, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
Ja,
Silver Bells. In your handout, it was written in 1950 by Ray Evans and Jay Livingston after hearing Salvation Army and Santa Claus bells on the city streets. Been recorded by various singers over the years. Silver Bells. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Come on up here, Larry. It's yours. It was written in 1942 by Hugh Martin and Ralph Lane. It was made famous by Judy Garland. Meet me and sing.
In 1944, the movie. Just before I begin, I can't help but make a connection. Stu mentioned the name of the movie, Meet Me in St. Louis, which came out in 1944. Those of you who are sitting here waiting for spring training to start, anyone will remember that 1944 was the only time that the St. Louis Cardinals and the St. Louis Browns met in the World Series. So how about that? Meet Me in St. Louis. Okay, here we go. There's one little change. One little change to the lyrics in this one. In the second last line, it is until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. The second time through, we're going to sing this twice, and the second time through, we're going to change that line to, and hang your shining star upon the highest bough. Okay? Hang your shining star upon the highest bough. Second last line. Second time through. First time through, we shall do it as written. All right? Here we go.
we get down to our last song of the night, plus we have a little Reverend posted, Reverend Bryce, if you could please, if everyone would stand, I'd like Bryce just to say a word of thanksgiving for the snacks that we're going to have after we're done here.
Say grace, in other words.
Yeah. I don't say that a lot.
You don't, yeah, grace. So. The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
We give you thanks for this night, this time together, the joyful music, and praise of God, and our time together. And for the food that we are about to eat, that it nourishes us and helps us to uplift and support one another this day and forevermore. Amen.
Silent Night. If we could all stay standing maybe for Silent Night. That's a nice one to finish off on. It was written in 1818 in Austria on Christmas Eve in the town of Oberndorf. The organ was broken. There was so much snow outside they couldn't fix it. So a young pastor named Joseph Moore actually wrote the poem Silent Night and put it to music and played it on a guitar for the service that same evening. It became a worldwide favorite, as we all know, and was translated to English in 1859. It's in number 119 in the hymnal. It's Silent Night. We're going to, as we file out, go downstairs for our snacks and coffee and all the others. Karen is going to play a song, a postlude, as she calls it. Lo, how a rose there blooms. It's a German hymn from the 1500s. It was a poem by Michael Pretorius, put to music in 1599. It was actually thought to have been written by an anonymous monk. It's called the Musician's Hymn. Apparently it's a favorite amongst musicians. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. We've persevered through the illnesses through the area. We've got some folks out here, and I'm very, very excited to have met you and tickled to see you. So we'll see you downstairs and have a chat in a few minutes. Thank you.